live.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, I'm back temporarily for a live.
Barb's back.
But Luke is training today. He has some long arm customers downstairs, and it's their first day. So he's going to spend a little bit of time talking at them. Yeah. And so, Jake, Barb, this is what you get.
Yeah, so you get us.
And as Luke always says, we want it to be interactive. So if you have questions or whatever comments to make, just feel free to
ask away.
Ask away, yeah. Yeah. So I've been out on Facebook, and a lot of you have sent me really nice messages about my surgery, and I appreciate that. Thank you. I was able to get up the 20 steps from 21 steps from first floor to studio. So I think my back surgery is healing well.
Good. Any nerve pain, or does that go away?
Nerve pain's gone. Yes. Oh boy. Yeah, that's the best part. So now it's just I've got to get the poor little incision a little bit toughened up. It's kind of a little owie. Yeah.
Yeah. Can't wait.
So we have our usual announcements. Jake's going to talk a little bit about Bernina specials.
Yeah, so it's a new month.
New
so
specials.
The May savings event is pretty cool. Featured products on that are the 570, the 770, 590, and 790 Pro. The special that they have going, the best special that they have this month is the 570 QE for $34.99, which is a smoking deal on that machine.
Yeah.
And then you can add the embroidery module for $1,000 more instead of
$2,000.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep. The 770 QE pluses are $5,999. And you can add a module for another $1,000 as well.
Yeah.
So that's a good deal on
Great
that
deals.
one.
Yeah.
Purchase $590 and receive the suitcase, the module suitcase, the embroidery bundle, MIDI hoop, V9 creator software, and you get a code for the Skill Hub with the purchase of a $590. So that's a pretty cool deal.
Wow.
And then the 790 Pro package is you buy a 790 Pro and receive XL machine suitcase, the luggage for the embroidery module, embroidery bundle, maxi hoop, V9 software, and the Bernina Skill Hub class. So the 590 and 790 are you get all the luggage and
all the fun stuff,
the embroidery package with it.
All the fun stuff. Deal. Yeah.
So they say the gift package is valued at $3,600.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
By the time you get the luggage and all that
stop
good
into
stuff.
your local dealers and check
like
that out.
Us. Yeah.
And there's some other stuff. You have Q16 on a foldable table for $59.99, which is a great deal.
Good deal, yep.
Q16 on a studio 10-foot frame, $89.99. We have 25% off MSRP luggage and big books.
Big books.
And we don't know the financing windows and terms yet for this month. But they got some great specials to get you guys some great savings. So it's tax time. Get that return back. Spend it as quick as you get it back, right?
Yeah, good idea.
I know.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's cool. So yeah, check out your local dealers for that.
Which is us.
Well,
local
unless
dealers.
You're in like Wyoming or Virginia.
Well, they could come
Hawaii
and visit us.
Yeah.
We're a destination.
For sure.
I
agree.
Right? Yeah. So, and my announcements are brief. We have a Bernina social next Monday, the 12th. And it's 9 to 4 at the gathering. Register before Friday so that we have enough lunch for everybody. I will probably be there. And I know that Katrina, I think, will be elsewhere. So one of my buddies is taking vacation, and it's that time of the year that starts.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, we have May 12th, which is next Monday, July 7th, October 6th, November 3rd, December 1st. So you can sign up in advance for anything that is out on the calendar. And so if you want to register for all of the Bernina socials, you can probably do that right now. So that's that. The quilt classes, July is full. August, I think there's 1 or 2. October, I think there are more openings in the October class. But think about it. Try and get it on your schedule. We've had a lot of fun. The women who have come have been amazing, and the coats have been
just awesome.
amazing. Yeah. So if you think you want to do this, there's still a couple openings. Okay. So take a look at that. That's pretty much it for announcements.
I think we're down at the H&H show. That's when. When does that?
I think it starts the 7th.
Starts the 7th. So if you're down in the Chicago area, you can check that out. I know my mom's in the Moda booth, and then we have our Primitive Gatherings one there, and she's launching her new line down there. Correct?
Yep.
The, American Gatherings 3. Third one. So yeah, if you got some free time and you're in that area and you want to
check the newest stuff out.
All the newest stuff is going to be released there.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
We get to see some of this stuff, ahead of time, and it's like,
seems like it's all old.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
I think isn't that a wholesale show?
It is, but
you can pretend to be a wholesaler.
I've worked wholesale shows, and there have been many retail customers.
People walk through. Yeah. Just
they got
wandering.
those credentials, Yeah, or I mean, even if you work for a shop, and you can get down there and check it out, or cool.
If you're brave, you just walk in the door. Yeah. So, the quilt behind us is out of Lisa's collection. We have some downstairs that are shop samples, and we haven't been given the okay to hang them. So we have one of Lisa's antiques behind us, which is, of course, beautiful and looks hand quilted. Looks like I could just wrap around that and take a nap, which I'm going to do when I'm done here.
No, we're really caught up on our quilting service, so we still have the 2 cents Modern Meander May that we're doing right now. We got a few quilts in for that, but if you have a quilt laying around, send us it. We'll get it quilted for you. If you want the Modern Meander, it's 2 cents for the remainder of this month, which is an awesome deal.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Because I know a lot of us just make tops. There's a lot of tops sitting in closets, and I know one of my friends has an extra bed, and she has a stack of tops on that bed. So if you are in that situation, send some in.
Or if you had a panel you wanted to gift to somebody for a birthday or anything like that, I mean, that's a good way to get something done for pretty cheap. So
like I know we have a couple of those national park panels that we've done, and I think that'd be a great way to. I'm being sexist here, but I think that'd be great in the boys' room. Some of those are they're really pretty, but you got to have the right situation.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Anything else? Hey, what's going on with used equipment?
I have some used machines, that's for sure. Hit us up if you'd like more information on that. 7 series. And then I have some pretty old ones as well. So 530s. 1130s, things like that. But yeah, if you're interested in anything I got used, hit us up and we can talk about that over the phone.
Yeah, because graduation season, right? May, June, a lot of high schools, a lot of college graduations. It's a perfect time to help somebody start a new beginning. And if it's like me, I used my mom's machine until I think I graduated from college, and then my grandfather gave me enough money that I mean, I was done with the ceremony. I was done with, shaking hands with people. I went to the Singer store and got my first sewing machine. But then, that lasted for quite a few years. But then somebody said, "You need a Bernina." And I said, "Why do I need a Bernina?" And she said, "Because." And she was right. So since 1996, I have been using Berninas. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it's been a good deal all along. So graduation season, maybe you want to pick up even those older models are really nice. Straight stitching machines, really good
Yeah, I
for
mean,
a
a
couple
lot of the younger
$100.
generation is into garment making and stuff like that. And I mean,
Cosplay.
yeah, those BO8s, I mean, for $2,000
yeah,
is, I mean,
great deal.
that's a great
Yeah.
machine for somebody just starting
Oh.
out. More mechanical, not all the fancy buttons, not all the fancy stitches.
Mhm.
They can get into it, figure it out, see
Yeah.
if they like it.
Yep. Yeah.
Make some stuff.
Yeah. So that's enough chit chat for right now. I have irons to talk about. Irons to talk about. All right. For some time now, I've been at home. I've been kind of low key. You can't do this and that and the other thing. And so I've been prepping things and getting things ready, and I've been using a variety of irons. So I wanted to talk a little bit about irons today, and I have a whole variety of them here to talk about, and we have some pictures. And so, Kaylee, can we do Clover one? Clover one. All right. Yeah, I have been working on collage type things, and the little Clover iron that we probably all have somewhere in our sewing room is great for getting these things put together. And you can, if you have the right Teflon type surface to put them on, you can use that little tiny iron, get everything put together into one whole bundle, peel it off of the Teflon sheet, and it's ready to put on your fabric. This little guy has a 20-watt power output. All right, not a lot, but enough to do this job really well. But then after I get done with that, I want to put it on fabric. But that would be, no, I think we'll go to Clover 2. Let's do Clover 2. Yeah. Because then I wanted to try this on prepping. These are kite figures that go on my Mrs. Billings coverlet. And once again, the little iron this is Missy Carpenter's technique. And she uses the little iron, and it's okay, but it's slow. All right. I got 240 of these to make, right? So I don't want to sit and let that little iron sit on my paper for, 1001, 1002, 1025, So it's doable, but it's not wonderful. All right, so let's go to the Alyssa one. All right, so now I have this new little Alissio, and it's 1,000 watts. All right, big jump from 20 watts to 1,000 watts. It weighs 2 pounds. It has steam if you want steam. I didn't steam, but that's what I use to lay it down onto the fabric. Does a great job. It's a wonderful little iron. So Let's go to the next file. Oh, nope. Okay, whatever. Then I wanted to try it on wool because I'm thinking wool's a little bit different, trying to get the uh, stuff to stick to it because it's thicker. So there I have my, I think it's Wonder Under Light, or I don't know. So I have it laid down. I use the Alicio to put this on, and it was okay. All right, took a little bit longer than I like, and in the end, I mean, you know, you get what it does. It does a good job. Pieces stick, but okay. I think that's all the pictures we have, right? Okay, so we have the little clover, right? And we have, this is my newest toy. I love this little guy, Alicio M3 Pro. Cost me $80, which is kind of a lot, but it does a lot more than this. All right, so 20 watts, 1,000 watts. This is going to do a lot more. Then, yeah, that's,
Oh my God.
yeah. There is this guy. This is a Nap Monarch heavy duty. This weighs 3.5 pounds. All right, so if you're doing something that you need to have really flat and you don't need steam, this is a great deal, but it's 3.5 pounds. Ugh. And this little guy, this is my favorite. My very favoriteest little. It's a clover. They don't make them anymore. This is, I mean, it used to have Teflon on the bottom. You can see a little bit of it left over here, right? You have to unplug it to turn it off. So it's like, it's dead. It shouldn't be used because it doesn't turn off. So
That's that fire hazard.
Fire hazard. But if anybody has one of those or knows where I can get one of those, I'd really love one of those again. But anyway.
What if you check like eBay?
I already went through Amazon, and the one that I got from Amazon was for a strange voltage. It wasn't for 120. It was like 114 or something. It was just, weird. The whole thing was bizarre, and it was all in Japanese, so I sent it back. But yeah, so I want to show you also. All right. This is, okay, that's the one piece that I did. All right. So you see it sticks, does a real nice job. This is the project that I was working on before, and I used that clover, little triangle thing, and got it all laid out on my Teflon sheet, peeled it up, and I laid it down with my Laura Star lift. So that's nice and flat. All right. Now, this one, there. This one I used the Laura Star also. But no, this one I used the Alicio. All right, and it's hard to see on camera, but let's see if we can get this. Can you get down there? Yeah, you aren't going to be able to see this.
Are you trying to get the modeling?
Yeah, well, we're trying to get the fact that the 1,000 watts of my Alicio is good, but not if you want everything really flat. And that's where I got out my good old Laura Star lift. Yes. This is what you need if you're going to be doing a lot of wool. It's got steam. It's got 2,200 watts of power to heat and steam.
I think they say
So,
it's like 2.2
2 pounds. Yeah, it's about 2 pounds. So you can see I have a variety of toys in my sewing room. But they're essential parts of what we do when we're sewing. We need to iron frequently, and sometimes it's nice to have a variety of equipment to do that. But
Absolutely.
In the end, if I had to choose, if you have to choose, I would say I need my lift, and I want my new little green friend. This. All right, I did some really tiny English paper piece prep with this because I was afraid that the point wasn't pointy enough, as was on my little clover, but it's perfect. I got goop on here. How did I get goop on there? All right, anyway. Lesson for the day. If you're going to be doing a lot of prep for English paper piecing, or if you're doing, like I'm working on Pam Buddha's Peacemaker sampler, all those blocks are 1.5 inch, small stuff. And you want to open those seams, you got to have the right equipment. So the Laura Star lift is available here. We're a authorized dealer, right?
Yeah, if you buy from a Bernina dealer, you get an extra year on your warranty. So you get a 2-year warranty on the iron versus anywhere else that's a non-Bernina. Like Amazon, you can get them on Amazon, but you only get a 1-year warranty. If you buy it through us or any other Bernina dealer that is a Laura Star dealer, you get an extra year.
Yeah, which is great.
Yep.
I've had mine now for almost 3 years, and I've not had a problem. I check the water level. I check my filter. I've changed my filter. I've drained the boiler. I've done what I'm supposed to do. And
yep, if you keep up on the maintenance on them, which literally takes you about 10 minutes.
Yeah,
to do all the maintenance on them, they'll last.
Yeah, like I said, 3 years and I haven't had a problem. So they're a good deal. We have a variety of options on those. We've got base models. We've got better models. We've got best models. We've got the ironing board.
Yep. The Smart Use.
The Smart. Oh, I would like one of those, but not happening. So, do we have any questions out there?
There's a few in there, I see.
All right.
What is the turnaround time in the long arm quilt shop? It's super quick right now. We're looking for projects, so send them in and you can probably, they can probably be done within 2 weeks, that's for sure. I know I'm on vacation starting tomorrow, and I know Luke will be on vacation a little bit next week. So you might have to work around that, but we are sitting really good. I know Colleen's been hammering them out, so get them into us so we can get it done for you.
Yeah. Okay. 80 plus. Oh. Okay, who is this? Irene. All right. Use your straight stitch plate. What foot are you using? That also can contribute to
material you use as well, needle selection, all that comes into play. If the tension on the bobbin is good, because on the 880s you have it's that external one, so you got to use your specialty tool to adjust it in the bobbin. But that could be needle selection, fabric selection. Thread
the
and
foot.
needle combo, right? And the foot, right?
The foot, yeah,
Dual
'cause
feed too, you could run.
yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of variables, and what I suggest you do is change one thing at a time.
Yep.
You know, if you've got, you know, your base where you're saying the bobbin's kind of wavy, maybe change the foot first and see if that does something to help you out. If that's still wavy, go back to the original setup and try another step, a different needle. So
Also try adjusting that length too a little bit.
yes,
You might take the wave out.
yeah. So lots of variables.
Yep.
That's all for questions.
It's all for questions. Luke must be the question
I
generator.
think so.
Yeah.
He's the talker.
Yeah, yes, he is. So,
If anybody knows any good spots up in Marquette, Michigan to check out, let me know. I'm going up there for a week, so I know the main spots, but if there's any off the beaten path ones, secrets, let me know.
Yep.
Camera die?
Okay. All right.
It's a blackout. Oh, there we are. Oh, perfect. I love the easy names to read.
Yeah.
All right, let's go through some winners here, and then we'll get out of here. Unless you got anything more you want to talk about.
Nope, I'm good.
Perfect.
Got
All right, first winner is CJ. Congratulations, you are a winner.
We have Laura Supp. Laura Supp, winner. And Lisa Lloyd. I believe I know Lisa Lloyd.
Contact Heidi at primitivegatherings.us.
Yes.
Claim your prize.
And
Is that it?
that's it. We can sign up with
Yeah.
our usual.
Always remember, clean and oil your Bernina, especially if you're doing embroidery for a long time. Like if you're going to do a couple hour embroidery projects, you might want to oil that hook a few times, especially if it's the B9 hook.